I'm lying. Okay, we're trying this again. It's the first period live stream for the Habs at the Devils. Part two. Part two. I mean, what else can I say? It's part two. Okay, let me go over here and get me on properly. I don't have much confidence it's going to stay because my computer and internet are working kind of slow all of a sudden. So we're going to find out. I just want to get into the room. Let's see if I can give time. Hey, everybody. Sorry. Lax. No, sorry. I haven't. You got in a comment in a video. I don't remember when I'm doing a live stream and the game is on. So, but in a comment in a video, like when I read the comment from Lax, oh, go check out my channel. I'll do it right there and then. But I don't remember after the live stream. I'm just telling you honestly. So you got to put it in a comment, not in this live stream though. Put it in one of the videos. Hey everybody, hopefully I'm back. I'm just trying to get into the proper chat room where it's easier to work from. So YouTube doesn't seem to want to work very quickly for me. Everything is working slow. So if it goes out again, I apologize. There's still 10 minutes left. That's why I figured, look, there was like 12 minutes at the time. I better try another stream. So thanks everybody for coming into this one. As I said, that is 1-0 New Jersey. 10:43 in. I didn't see who scored, but it's 1-0 New Jersey. Miles Wood. So Miles Wood put one in for New Jersey. Not good. Fedge, I can't stay the whole game. I can't. Yeah, they scored. I'm just seeing the goal now, so I don't know how far behind I am. I think I'm going to refresh this and then see how it gets me. But look, don't be surprised if my stream goes out again. That's why I got to get that cable and be able to be plugged in. And I want to do that when I'm switched over. So I don't know if I was out when I explained all that, but I'm moving studios and all that stuff. So we'll have to see how that works out. But I can't really afford the cable and everything right now. I'm on a really limited budget running this. So, yeah, I got to wait a little bit longer. Okay, so I'm back up with the stream there. Let's see what you guys have said. But did you in the comment, Lax, did you say go check out my channel? Because if you did, that's on me, because then I either didn't see that comment or I didn't read that properly. But make a comment the next time and just say, hey, Rick, please go check out my channel now. You said you would. Just write that, and I definitely promise you I will go right from there. Yeah, I just saw the Devils just scored. Leafs are done, John. You think so? It's possible. We'll see. With Anderson out, if Anderson is injured long term, then yeah, Leafs are done. Fedge, we lost you. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I know, but I can't go all game. Sorry. I refreshed, so I should be okay now with the game. Jeff Scarecrow, howdy. Howdy, partner. What cable do I need? Oh, I need a 100-foot Ethernet cable. I got to plug in from my my modem all the way. My modem's at one end of the apartment, and I need, because I used to have my desk and all that over there, and now I need it at the other end of the apartment. So to run it properly I need a 100-footer. Which, believe it or not, right now, like the $30 to order on Amazon with everything is just a little too much for me. What was my response to your question? What question was that, Jeff Scarecrow? I'm sorry if I went out and I was answering. I don't remember. I'm really sorry. So you got to ask it again, okay, buddy? Gislaine, the Leafs, Anderson, the goalie, is injured. I don't know how badly, but he's out for a little while. If he's out long term, they're done. Benny Wagler, I haven't seen you in a bit. I sure hope so. Having them score the first goal doesn't make me happy, but I kind of have the game at 5-1 Montreal. So they got 1 goal. That's their 1 goal. The problem for me is Charlie Lindgren in net. That's where I'm not sure. And Montreal just needs to score like soon. I sure hope you get that $100 back. I'm right behind. I'm behind you, Benny. Perfect, Lax. Do that, and I absolutely promise you I will go to your channel. Roadside Jeff, sorry, no, it wasn't a question, a statement on Subban and Pacioretty. Oh, yeah, well, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about it. Did I go out that long? Oh, my God, I must have been talking to myself for a few minutes. Yeah, we were talking about, okay, that you love them, but you don't like when they score against them. And I said, I don't know if you caught this, I'll say it again, that it's not a rub in anybody's face because Montreal won the trade, both those trades. They won them. The other team did not. So if those guys score, it's not a big deal. We got better in return on the trade. That's my opinion. That's why that doesn't bother me. So I don't know if I was out for that long. My God, I don't know how long the thing was out. You know what? My stomach, by the way, Fedge, my stomach just told me why I can't do the whole game. I was going to eat before the game, but you ever have that where you should eat, but you're just absolutely not hungry? And that's what happened. And now I'm hungry. So I'm going to have to try to cook something before, during the intermissions and stuff. Yeah. Okay, Lax, I do see down there you need subs. When I'm on your channel, I always subscribe to one of my subscribers' channels, as long as it's not hate and killing and that death and all that. But no, I always do that. When I get there, I'm going to subscribe. That's a guarantee. Folan is playing because Mete is out with the flu. They called him up. There's a couple of guys out with the flu, and they needed bodies. So that's why Folan is here. Fedge, Florida's going to the finals versus the Avs, so I got Florida third. I kind of have that. I think in my early prediction, I have them third. Oh, okay, Jeff. So did I answer it then? Because that's basically the same answer. I don't think it's I think we won the trades, and that's enough for me. A save by Lindgren. Sens fan 86. Leafs suck. Wait, now if I remember, Sens fan 86, even though he has the name Sens fan 86, he's a San Jose Sharks fan. Welcome in, buddy. Thanks for coming back in. Ghislaine Lindgren just made a great save, and I was looking over here, I didn't see it, but was weak on the first goal. But you know, look, Price does that. As long as he's good the rest of the way, that I'm good with that. Then Montreal can get about scoring the 5 goals I predicted. That would be nice. Fedge, 4 nights a week. I feel like that. Take my daughter to hockey practice. Okay. What's that now? You're hungry and then you're not hungry going before it, and you're hungry once you go, right? Yeah, I'd be the same way. That's why if I was doing that, I'd have brought myself stuff to eat, because knowing that that's what's going to happen. It's like when I was working last, I would not be hungry for breakfast before I go to work. But as soon as I leave the house, I'm starving. So I always brought stuff with me so that I could eat my breakfast on the way to work. Jeff Scarecrow, I think most of us in here agree with Sens fan 86. That's for sure. Daniel, hey Daniel, how's it going? How's it going, buddy? So okay, Daniel, you got to remind me where you're from. You're from Norway or something like that, right? Because Vidam was in here. I don't know if he still is. And you guys all came in that same night. But hey, thanks for coming back in. I appreciate it. Lax, your channel. Okay, I'm not that much into gaming, but I'll definitely get in there and subscribe. I promise you that. I'll hit the notifications. And then if you get something that I am interested in, I'll go watch. But I'm not really a gamer. I've never been a gamer. Let's go Hawks. Yeah, no Hawks tonight. Was that when you came in? Was it the Chicago game? Yeah, yeah, I remember. Anyways, if it's not the Chicago game, I remember you. Because Vidam is from Slovakia. I thought he was from Norway, but I think you are, or somewhere near that. Belgium, something like that. Am I right? Louis Domingue is the goalie from New Jersey. Is Domingue in there? Okay. He's got the worst record than Blackwood, so that might be good for us. But I think he does well against Montreal Domingue, so that's probably why he's in there. Jeff Scarecrow, no problem. You don't have to let me know. You'll be right back. Go, come in. I don't know exactly. I can't see who's in here unless you're talking, so it doesn't really matter. But hey, even if you don't make it back, enjoy the rest of the game, and I know I'll see you next time. I know you're coming back, and I do appreciate that. I really do. You core guys that are in here that just followed me to the second stream, you guys are the main guys. If it is not for you, the channel doesn't even get anywhere because you guys are the guys that when you watch my videos all the time and you watch them, I hope most of the way through, if not all the way, that's what pushes the channel. That's what does it. So you guys that do that for me, I mean, like I don't even know what. That's why I feel bad when I go and say, you know, that you can click on the bottom of the and hit the dollars. I feel bad because you guys drive the channel, like literally. Currently not at the moment because I could use some more comments, but yeah, and the views and the length that you watch and all that, you guys drive that the channel. That's how the algorithm works. They're showing Nick Suzuki. I love this kid. He's working his way. Look, he's fourth in rookie. I have this in a prediction. I have this in a video that Nick Suzuki will make a run at the Calder Trophy. And at the very least, finish top 3. And he is currently in 4th spot. That's one. And even if he stays in 4th, I predicted in 3rd. But if he stays in 4th, I can still pat myself on the back because that's a good prediction. And I'm freaking happy to see that guy doing so good. He's a guy I've been promoting since last year. You know, I don't know that no one knows for sure what guy's going to be good. And he's just performing and just putting it all out there. And I just love that kid. Okay, Jeff, who knows his goalies, Fedge, I mean, he knows his goalie stuff, says first one wasn't weak. He got beat by an inch to the outside post, just a little out of position on the angle. Well, there you go. There's a good analysis of it. You know, Fedge, I appreciate that because, you know, we generally we just look and go, he could have had that. That was bad. But I know you really know your goalie stuff, and I appreciate that kind of analysis. The only thing I got to tell you, Fedge, if you're upset, sometimes I don't see your stuff on Twitter because you like to you DM me there, which is great. I don't mind that. But honestly, and this is the honest truth, it doesn't get like some messages I get right away and I get on there and, oh, I got a message. Not always for your stuff. I find them sometimes by accident. So I apologize for that. And I think where's the best place to reach me if you want to do that? I guess it is there, eh? Okay, no, but you're on Facebook too. Now I'm not going to suggest everybody come and friend me on Facebook because in general I don't respond that way. My Facebook page right now is my personal Facebook page. I don't have a fan page. I don't think that I rate having a fan page. But until that day might come, and it might happen, I don't friend everybody. I get a lot of requests, and I don't. So don't take it personally. I happen to accept Jeff's request, Fedge, for reasons other than the fact that he's a subscriber. So please don't take that as a slight at anybody. It's just I don't, in general, accept friend requests on Facebook. I'm not a guy. I don't have a ton of friends on Facebook. I don't use Facebook a lot. I don't want all kinds of things going through, and that's the reason why. But Fedge, I did accept for other reasons. So I just want to make sure people understand that I'm not slighting anybody that I don't accept. Oh, there's something interesting there. I want to see what just came up here. Hang on. Okay, let me get back to some of these. Lax has asked me what do I like in gaming. I go mostly for first person shooters. Is that what they call them? First person shooters. Those kind of games. If I'm going to play a game, is what I like. The last thing I really got into is kind of old. Wolfenstein and Doom. I liked those back in the day when I was playing them on my computer and before the consoles got big and everything. I'm old. Remember, I said that. So I like first person shooters. If I'm going to play a game, that's kind of what I go for. Sens. Well, wait a second. Sens fan, you're hyped for the playoffs and draft, but okay, playoffs. I don't think the Sharks are going to make the playoffs. Aren't you a Sharks fan? I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Do you? Unless something happened that I didn't see and I didn't notice. Gislain, to be honest, I'm pissed when people say shit about my team, so I don't do it to other either. I used to, but I agree with you. I don't like it being done to my team. So, and since I've had this channel, I don't necessarily do it to any other team. There's only one, and I'm tempering how I usually do it. There's two kind of that if I'm going to talk bad about a team, it's going to be either the Leafs or the Bruins. Other than that, I don't because I don't really have any hatreds. But I kind of have really deep-seated hatreds with Leafs and the Bruins, and they're hard to break. But I never have any hatred for any fan of any fan base who is at the very least civil and wants to have a conversation where they're not putting me down or laughing at me or swearing or doing whatever, and we can converse civilly. I want those people in the room with it, so I encourage that. So I know Sens fans 86. I don't know why I think it's the Sharks, but I think you told me that when you first subscribed. So like he's a Sharks fan, and I think that's great. And we've got plenty of other guys in here that are other fans, and I think that's great. Hey, one thing I could ask, I'd love to get to 15 likes. You got a bunch of people in here. Would you mind going and giving a thumbs up? If you like the live stream, you can give a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. I don't usually go for that, but that helps the channel or the video for them to push. When you give a like or even a thumbs down, any kind of interaction like that, it helps the algorithm. So I would kind of appreciate it if you guys don't mind. I see 3 now, so I appreciate that, guys, that you respond like that. That's nice of you guys. The teams that suck will dominate later in the time, so a bad team become good, and good team will have trouble later. That's life. Yes. The problem with that is it's really hard to break down your team completely and rebuild, and then go for 4, 5, 6 years that you're going to be bad. In Montreal, that's almost impossible. I'll refer once again, I do this a lot, to an old quote by Steve Shutt. Everybody knows who Steve Shutt is. He was a player from the 70s, a great left winger, scored 60 goals one year to set the record at the time for left wingers. And he once told one of the rookies, I don't remember who it was, it might have been Peter Svoboda or something like that. And he said, the fans in Montreal are great. They love you whether you win or tie, but don't tie too often. And that says it all here. And that's the reason why everybody who thinks that he's going to trade Tatar, he's going to trade Petrie, he's going to trade Kobe to get draft choices and prospects that can't help right away, I think you're dreaming, because they're not going to break this team down completely and rebuild. They're not going to. The fans in Montreal, the ones screaming to do it, we want to rebuild. We want to rebuild. In 2 years, are going to be screaming, how come this team sucks? How come we can't win? So there's no winning. It's a catch-22. So the way you do it is you draft really well no matter where you finish. You draft as good as you can, and you develop your players, and you bring them through the pipeline. That's the way to do it. That's all there is to it. So I kind of talk about that in the podcast. So if you guys are interested, when it comes out, because when I'm done the live stream and the game is over, and I do my review. Anyways, the podcast is only supposed to come out on Wednesday, so look for it tomorrow. I'll have the link in the description of my next bunch of videos. It'll be for that podcast. It'll be available on Spotify. The pilot episode that I did is available all over the place. I might as well promote myself. The period's probably over. I'm on Anchor, on Spotify. It's on Google Podcasts. It's on Radio Public. I think that's what it's called. It's on Breaker Audio, and somewhere else, which is a newer one, and I don't remember the name of it. But it's in like 6 places. As a matter of fact, I did the one episode, and the second one's already got. It's already going to have ads on it. So, so it's a really great thing for me. I've wanted to podcast for a while. I really actually am enjoying podcasting because I don't have to be on camera. So it's just that I can do my thing and I don't have to be all worried about what I look like. I don't have to wear my hat. I don't have to put a certain shirt on. And I can kind of say different things in a different way. And down the road, it might get a little bit explicit. It's listed as explicit, but I haven't really sworn on there yet. But when I want to, I'll be able to. And I hope that works too, because I like doing it, and it's just once a week, and it's really fun because you can kind of talk about different things, and I don't have to make this whole video and stuff, and I can just talk off the top of my head about the subjects that I choose, and I like that. So it's check it out. It's called, I'll say it one time, it's called Habs Coast to Coast. So if you're looking for it on Spotify when it comes out, just go to Spotify and go Habs Coast to Coast, and it should come up if you're a Spotify person. So there you go. And I think we're done, because I think the period may be over. And I missed a lot of questions, and I realized that I did. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here, and I'm going to try to finish off with the last couple. Fedge, what do thumbs up do? Thumbs up help the algorithm see that the people that are watching the video are enjoying it. They're engaged with it and they're enjoying it. That's what they're looking for. The algorithm is looking for engagement. They're looking for how many people watch, how long they watch, and how much they like it. So if you're giving a thumbs up, you're showing that you like it. If you're giving a thumbs down, you're still showing something. You're showing that you've watched it and there's some kind of engagement. It's caused enough of an emotion that you're going to go and press something. And that triggers the algorithm to push it out more and more. That's why the thumbs up are really kind of important. So anybody in here so far that if you haven't given a thumbs up and you're enjoying your time here, I don't want you to give a thumbs up if you're not happy or you're not enjoying me. Then give a thumbs down, and that's okay too. I understand that. But yeah, thumbs up would be appreciative. I'm going off the air. I don't think I'm going to get to 10. But if we can get one more, can we get one more to go to 5 before I go off the air? And I'm going to look in here and see if I can answer anything. Daniel, okay, so where you are, and I didn't see where it was because I had to go through a bunch. There's a 4-minute delay. Sorry about that, but if it's better than nothing, I can't help that. You can't spend 15 to 18 million on goalies. They have to have a cheap backup. Yeah, but they got to find somebody that's going to do the job, right, Fedge? They got to find somebody. They can't go on without a backup. If they want to make the playoffs next year, Price has to play less games. It's just down to that. He has to play less games. It's too much pressure on him. He needs to. By the way, I got the 5th. Thank you. Whoever did that, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't usually do this, but everybody does this on live streams, but it's because it helps to push the algorithm. And for us as creators, it's kind of important. So I appreciate that. Yeah, they can't spend that kind of money on goalies. If you have a $10.5 million goalie, you need another goalie that can come in for $2 million or less. That's really what it comes down to. Ghislain, you draft well, and you're not hurried to get them on your team. That's right. As soon as they left junior, they start AHL, even ECHL, like David. They are. This is 100% right, and this actually goes for the argument to not trade Tatar, Petrie, and Kovalchuk, because you need players to play while you're developing those guys that you're drafting. Until those guys can get here and get settled and be good enough, you need guys to play, or else you're not going to be good. So if you're looking to win, and believe me, all the people saying, trade these guys and get assets, they're looking to win. And they're going to not be happy if this team doesn't win starting next year. And that's the truth. You're going to see them on Twitter complaining. Yet this year they wanted everybody traded away. So, fuck them. I say no, don't trade these guys. Keep them and you build. It's a slow build, but you build and you get better every year. Did I say coast to coast or post to post? Coast to coast, shore to shore. I know there is already a post to post. I do know that, but I don't believe there was a coast to coast. I couldn't find one, and it kind of fits us. So it's coast to coast until I might have to change it if I screwed up. But if not, that's how it's staying. Okay, so I'm going to look at the last one. Yeah, Jeff Scarecrow, they do need a backup, and they can't play Price the way they have been. It's not going to work out in the long run, and if you want to make the playoffs, that's what you got to do. Okay, guys, I got to end it right here. Thank you very much for watching, for supporting this channel. I so much appreciate it. I will see you next live stream. I will see you next video, and hopefully you will check out my podcast. Thanks, everybody, once again, and peace out. Bye, y'all.